Welcome back to the channel. We got some breaking news that just broke within the last couple hours. Now, the narrative going around was that Andrew Robertson was going to stay at the club, and Liverpool were going to look to offload Tsimikas. But now we don't know what's going to go on with the Tsimikas situation. Maybe he stays. Maybe he's okay being with the second choice left back like he was with Andrew Robertson's reign. But Atletico Madrid have made Andrew Robertson their priority. Now, seems like Andrew Robertson is keen on the move. I think he kind of feels that the writing is on the wall with Kirkes coming in, and he won't be the first choice anymore. If Liverpool are going to spend 45 million on a left back, it's very unlikely that he's going to be looking at that going, yeah, I had a poor season last year. I'm probably going to be second choice. And I think it would be a good move for all parties. I think to have Andrew Robertson in the dressing room is great. Good leadership qualities. Knows the club inside and out. But he's on big wages. He's probably going to want first team football. He's got 1 year left on his deal. So seems like a fitting end to the story. Who knows what goes on with Costas. Personally, I don't know what type of players are available on the market, but they might want to keep him. He's settled. Okay, being second choice. So yeah, big news there. And apparently, personal terms personal terms are not going to be an issue here. Obviously, it probably spoke to a player in secret. We know how these things go. And Andrew Robertson's going to be moving likely to Atletico. Let me know what you guys think down below about this move. This is the right thing. And yeah. So next up on the news, we got Chiesa updates. Napoli apparently interested. Obviously, Chiesa, likable guy, great player, but slot management system, don't fancy him, don't rate him. One reason or the other, probably like some political thing going on, and the writing's been on the wall. I think Napoli's probably a good move for him. I think him going back to Italy, I think he could probably do quite well in Italy, and this opens up a slot/spot for one of the new attackers coming in. So yeah, makes sense on all parties. Get the wage bill off the books, and we wish Chiesa the very best if this move does occur. Next up, Fabrizio is now saying Darwin Nunez 100% will leave the club in the summer. Makes sense. I mean, I think it's in the best interest for Darwin to leave. I think he needs a fresh start. I think he's a player who needs like a new environment. I think under a new environment, new team, new manager, something fresh, I think he could turn out to be quite a good player. Good attributes, good speed, but I think it's like a mental issue here over at Liverpool. And I think Slot, the staff, the fans are kind of run their course with Darwin. And I think 40 to 45 million, good deal. Hopefully he can bring in another striker. Next up, we got Gerald Quansah. Apparently is a shortlist to Bayer Leverkusen. Now, I think Quansah's going to struggle to get game time. I think he's fourth choice centre back when Gomez is fit. I think Liverpool are probably looking to bring in another centre back. Who knows what happens with Gomez, but he just looks low on confidence, Quansah. Maybe a loan could probably suit him, but my gut says that it's probably just not going to really work out at Liverpool. I think the manager don't really rate him. He looks low on confidence. I think he needs I think he needs to move away, even if it's just a loan. Get his confidence up. He needs to be playing regular football as well at his age if he wants to develop. And it's a bit of a shame because I think when he first burst on the scene with Klopp, I thought, yeah, Quansah's going to be a top class centre back, but things and the progression and his development's not progressed as smoothly as we all initially thought. Next up, we got Bradley Barcola getting linked to Liverpool and Bayern Munich. Obviously, I like this player. I think he's a good player. I don't know if there's any truth to these rumours. I don't know if Foot McCart. I'm not even going to bother pronouncing that, but I'm not too sure if they're a reliable source. I think Bradley Barcola is a good player. Would happily take him at Liverpool. Maybe he's finishing his work, but maybe that's something that the club and the staff can work on. He's going to be fourth choice attacker over at PSG, but the only way I'll see this move happening, and it makes sense, if Liverpool do get rid of not Darwin Nunez, Luis Diaz. If they get rid of him, then bringing in Barcalo makes sense, but otherwise, I just don't really see this move happening. And I think a move to Bayern is probably more likely, but my gut says he probably stays at PSG. I think PSG do like him. Next up, last but not least, I don't know if there's any truth to these rumours, but Liverpool apparently held talks with Victor Osimhen after he rejected the move to Al Hilal. Now, Victor Osimhen is a player I like. I think he's a proven goal scorer. I think he will get goals, but there seems to be some kind of reason why top clubs in Europe are just not too keen on him. Maybe it's like an attitude problem. That's the kind of vibe I get, I think. You know, how he fell out with Napoli. Proven goal scorer. I think he will get goals. I think he'll do quite well in the Premier League. I think he's just a natural goal scorer. And I think he's exactly what Liverpool need. But at the moment, I don't think there's any real truth to these rumours, to these links, unfortunately. But, you know, if he's goes up in the hierarchy for the striker shortlist, Liverpool see a market opportunity. I would not be opposed to taking a gamble on Victor Osimhen, but he's probably going to want big wages. He's probably going to want up 300 grand a week. But when you look at the kind of striker dynamic, the striker market, there's not many good available options. And I think Victor Osimhen could be a sleeper pick for a striking option this summer. So yeah, super duper appreciate all the support. Make sure to like, share, comment, sub, and catch you guys in the next one.